Ladies and gentlemen, there's a harsh truth we all need to hear today. Nobody cares. Not as much as you think they do. We spend so much of our lives looking for validation, looking for someone to notice us, looking for someone to tell us we're doing okay. But the reality is, people are busy with their own lives. They're focused on their own struggles, their own dreams, their own goals. And that's okay, because what you need to understand is that it doesn't matter. In fact, it might be the greatest blessing of all. When you realize that nobody cares, it frees you. It frees you to stop waiting for permission, to stop seeking approval, and to stop letting others dictate your pace. It gives you the chance to focus on your life, your dreams, your passions, your success. It forces you to take ownership of your journey, to put your energy into the things that truly matter. And when you make that shift, when you stop caring about what others think, that's when everything starts to change. Today I'm going to share with you 7 game-changing principles that will help you understand why you need to stop worrying about everyone else and focus solely on your life. If you embrace these principles and put them into action, you will see the transformation in your life. It will give you the power to create a future that nobody can take from you. So let's dive in. Number 1. Your life, my friend, is yours and yours alone. It's easy to get caught up in blaming others, pointing fingers at the circumstances, or waiting for someone to come along and hand you the life you dream of. But here's the thing, it's all on you. No one else is coming to fix it. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you can take control. Life doesn't owe you anything, but it does give you the chance to create your own path. That's the beauty of it. It's not about what happens to you, it's about what you choose to do with what happens. You can't wait around for the perfect moment. You can't wait for someone to tell you it's your time to rise. If you want to change, if you want to grow, you've got to step up and make it happen. Life isn't going to wait for you to be ready. It's going to keep moving forward. And so should you. Stop looking to others for permission. The world doesn't owe you a thing. The only one who can change your life is you. You have the power to decide what you want and what you're going to do to get there. It's not about waiting for a break. It's about making your own breaks. You can sit around and complain, blame the system, blame the economy, or whatever else you want. Or you can take responsibility for your life and stop letting excuses hold you back. Let me tell you, nothing worth having comes easy. It's not supposed to. Every successful person you look up to, every one of them had to fight for their place. They had to dig deep, face their fears, overcome their doubts, and take responsibility for their success. And guess what? So do you. You don't get to sit on the sidelines and expect greatness to fall in your lap. You don't get to wait for the right circumstances to show up. The time is now. The moment is now. And you are ready. You are the captain of your ship, the architect of your future, the one who can make all the difference in the world. Stop letting fear, doubt, or laziness stop you from taking charge of your life. You've got one shot at this, and it's up to you to make it count. Every single day you waste not taking responsibility for your life is a day you'll never get back. Every second you spend thinking about what others have or what you don't have is time you could be spending building what's yours. If you want something, go out and get it. Work for it. Earn it. Be relentless in your pursuit of your goals. Don't sit around waiting for the stars to align. Align your actions with your dreams and make it happen. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who take massive action. You've got to stop giving away your power. Stop handing over your future to people, situations, or circumstances. They don't get to decide your life, you do. It's your responsibility to make the most of the opportunities you have. No one can take your life and your future from you unless you let them. You decide what you're going to do with your time, your energy, your focus. So decide wisely. Get up, take ownership of your journey, and start building the life you deserve. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that it's your turn. It's your turn right now. Number 2, you spend so much time worrying about what others think, don't you? Constantly seeking approval, waiting for someone to tell you that you're doing things right, that you're on the right path. But let me tell you something that might hit hard. You don't need anyone's approval to be great. That's right. You don't need anyone's validation to go after what you want. The truth is, most people are too wrapped up in their own lives, their own struggles, to be worrying about you. And if they are, that's their issue, not yours. You've been looking outside yourself for confirmation that you're on the right track, that your choices matter, that your dreams are worth chasing. But it's time to stop. It's time to look inside yourself for the answers. Stop waiting for others to give you the green light. Stop waiting for permission to go after what you want. The only permission you need is the one you give yourself. Think about it for a moment. You know exactly what you want. You've got dreams, aspirations, goals that are burning inside of you. But you've been too afraid to pursue them fully because you're afraid of what others might say. You're afraid of the judgment, the criticism, the whispers behind your back. But here's the thing, none of that matters. What matters is you. What matters is what you think about yourself, what you believe about your potential, and what you're willing to do to make your dreams a reality. When you seek validation from others, you're giving away your power. You're allowing other people's opinions to control your actions, to dictate the pace of your progress. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You are the creator of your own destiny. You are the one who decides what's possible for you. Stop letting the opinions of others shape the direction of your life. Your life is yours to live, not theirs. I know it's hard. I know that deep down, you want to be accepted, to feel like you belong. But you don't need anyone's approval to be who you are. You were made to stand out, to do things differently, to challenge the status quo. And that requires courage, the courage to walk your own path, even if no one else is walking with you. Look, validation feels good. I'm not going to lie to you. It feels good to be praised, to hear that you're doing a great job, to know that people believe in you. But let me tell you this, that validation is fleeting. One minute they're telling you that you're doing great, and the next minute they've moved on to the next thing. So why waste your energy seeking something that can be taken away in an instant? The only approval you need is from the person staring back at you in the mirror. You need to believe in yourself first. You need to know that what you're doing is enough, that you're capable, that your dreams are worth chasing no matter how crazy they seem. You need to recognize that the only person who can make you feel worthy or valuable is you. It's time to stop seeking approval from people who don't matter in the grand scheme of your life. It's time to stop waiting for someone to give you the green light. You already have it. You have everything you need inside of you right now to go after your goals, to create the life you want. Don't wait for others to tell you it's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. Tell yourself that your dreams are worth fighting for. The opinions of others are irrelevant when you start living your truth. When you stop seeking validation from the outside world, you unlock the power within you to become the person you were always meant to be. You are enough. You don't need anyone else's permission to live your best life. It's time to stop seeking validation and start validating yourself. Number 3. You can't control everything. You can't control the world, the economy, the weather, or even the way people react to you. Life is full of uncertainties, challenges, and unexpected twists. But here's the truth, you don't need to control everything. In fact, trying to control everything is a surefire way to burn yourself out. What you need to focus on is the one thing you can control: yourself. You see, you can't always control the situations that come your way, but you can control how you respond to them. You can control your attitude, your effort, your discipline, and your focus. The way you show up in the world is within your power. If you're waiting for life to hand you the perfect circumstances, you're going to be waiting a long time. The truth is, life is never going to be perfect. There will always be something that tries to knock you down, something that gets in your way. But you have the ability to control how you rise after that fall. You can decide whether you stay down or you get back up stronger than ever. Stop wasting your energy on things you can't change. Stop getting frustrated over the things that are out of your hands. There's no point in stressing over someone else's actions. No point in worrying about things that are beyond your control. When you focus on what you can control, your mindset, your actions, your resilience, that's when you start to create real change in your life. Think about it. How much energy have you wasted on things you can't control? How many times have you looked at a situation and wished it were different, only to feel helpless because it wasn't? But here's the key. Your energy is precious, it's limited. Why would you spend it on things that aren't serving you? Why would you give up your peace and your power over things that don't even involve you? Focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your decisions, your drive. You can control the effort you put into your goals, the time you dedicate to your dreams, the discipline you practice every single day. You can control how hard you work, how consistent you are, and how much you grow. The results you get in life are directly tied to what you can control. The power is in your hands. You have the ability to shape your destiny through the choices you make. So stop wasting time on the things that are out of your reach. Stop letting the external world dictate how you feel or what you do. You're better than that. You were built to create, to innovate, to overcome. You have the strength to push forward, no matter what life throws at you. The only question is, will you? When you focus on what you can control, You take back the power that life tries to take from you. You don't let the world decide how you feel. You decide. You don't let the obstacles stop you. You choose to move through them, over them, or around them. You don't let other people's opinions, fears, or negativity hold you back. You are the one who gets to decide what your future looks like. It's all in your hands. Now, let me be clear, that doesn't mean things won't be tough. Life is hard. Success doesn't come easy. But what separates those who make it and those who don't is this: the ones who make it are the ones who focus on what they can control and put their energy into making it happen. They don't sit around complaining or waiting for a break. They take responsibility for their lives and their actions. They know that they can control how hard they fight, how focused they stay, and how relentlessly they pursue their goals. You can't control the hand you were dealt, but you can control how you play it. You can't control the mistakes you've made in the past, but you can control how you learn from them and move forward. You can't control the people around you, but you can control your response to them. That's the key to unlocking your potential, focusing on the one thing that you can always control: you. So stop looking for excuses. Stop waiting for the world to change, for things to fall into place. Take action. Focus on what you can control and pour your energy into that. Make it count. Because at the end of the day, when you look back on your life, the only thing that will matter is how you responded to the challenges, how you controlled the things that were within your power, and how much you fought for what you wanted. Number 4, time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and make it again. You can lose relationships and rebuild them. But when time is gone, it's gone forever. Once you spend it, you can't put it in a bank or store it up for later. It's the most precious resource you have, and yet most people waste it without thinking twice. You think you have all the time in the world, but you don't. Time doesn't wait for you to get it together. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready or to have the perfect plan. Time keeps moving whether you're moving with it or not. The clock is ticking. Every second that passes is one you'll never get back. So what are you doing with your time? Are you wasting it, sitting around waiting for things to get better? Or are you using every single minute to build the life you want? You don't have time to waste. I don't care how old you are, where you come from, or what's going on in your life right now. You have today. And what you do with today will determine where you're going tomorrow. The decisions you make right now, how you spend your time, where you put your energy, who you spend your moments with, are the building blocks of your future. If you're not intentional with your time, you're allowing it to slip away from you unnoticed, unrewarded. Ask yourself what's most important to you. What do you want to accomplish in this life? Do you want to live a life of mediocrity, or do you want to look back and know that you gave it everything you had? If you want the life you dream about, the first step is recognizing the value of time and treating it like the precious resource it is. Time is the one thing you can't buy more of. You can't bargain for it. You can't trade for it. You can't get more by working harder or wishing harder. All you have is what you have, and that's it. So stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop letting distractions take you off course. You want to know why some people rise to greatness while others stay stuck? It's because the ones who rise know the value of time. They don't waste it. They invest it. They use it wisely, pouring it into the things that matter most. Now, don't get me wrong. Life isn't just about working nonstop. You've got to take time for yourself, time to rest, time to recharge. But even that has a purpose. That time is an investment in your future energy, your future success. The key is balance. But the point is this: you need to recognize that time is limited. You don't have the luxury of sitting around waiting for life to happen. You've got to make it happen. So how are you using your time right now? Are you sitting around wasting it on things that don't matter? Are you scrolling through social media, binge watching TV, or letting the hours pass by while you wait for something to change? Or are you using every minute to invest in your growth, to move one step closer to the person you want to be and the life you want to live? Time is your most valuable asset because it's the one thing that's truly yours. No one can take it from you unless you let them. It's up to you how you use it. You have the power to decide. Every single day you're making choices with your time, and those choices are either moving you closer to your dreams or pushing them further away. You've got one life to live, one shot to make it count. One opportunity to use your time in a way that will shape your future. So ask yourself, what's it going to be? Are you going to let time slip away, or are you going to take control of it? Are you going to use every second to move closer to your goals, to your dreams, to the life you want? Or are you going to sit back and watch as it passes you by? Don't wait. Don't let another day go by without making it count. Because when time is gone, it's gone. But right now you have the power. You have the chance to make every moment matter. And that's a gift you can't afford to waste. Number 5. Let me tell you something straight. The world doesn't owe you a thing. That's right, not a single thing. The world doesn't owe you success. It doesn't owe you respect. It doesn't owe you a break, an opportunity, or anything else that you think you deserve. The sooner you understand that, the sooner you'll start living your life on your life. The sooner you stop waiting for the world to give you what you think you're entitled to, the sooner you'll realize that it's up to you to go out and get it. See, we've been sold this idea that the world is supposed to hand us everything we want. That if we work hard enough, if we show up, the world will just open up and give us everything. But that's not the way it works. The world isn't going to bend to your will. You don't get to sit back and wait for things to happen. If you're waiting for someone to hand you success or give you the life you dream of, you're going to be waiting a long time. The reality is the world owes you nothing. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. It just means that you've got to get up and take it. You've got to stop expecting things to come to you just because you think you deserve them. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your setbacks. It doesn't care about your circumstances. The world is out there, moving, shifting, evolving, and you've got to be a part of that. You've got to find your place, make your mark, and prove that you deserve everything you want. But you don't deserve it just because you wish for it. You deserve it because you work for it. You deserve it because you keep going when everyone else quits. You deserve it because you take responsibility for your own life and create the opportunities you need. The world is cold. It's harsh. And no one is going to hand you anything. But here's the thing, you don't need anyone to give you permission to succeed. You don't need the world's approval. All you need is your own determination and the belief that you can achieve what you set your mind to. You have the power to make things happen, but you've got to earn it. You've got to grind for it. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to give your best. You owe it to yourself to show up every single day with purpose and passion. You owe it to yourself to push past the fear, to fight through the doubt, and to keep moving forward even when things aren't going your way. You owe it to yourself to go out there and prove that you're willing to put in the work, that you're willing to sacrifice, that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your struggles. Life doesn't stop for you just because you hit a bump in the road. Life keeps moving, and if you're going to get ahead, you've got to move with it. You've got to make things happen for yourself. You've got to take what you want because nobody is going to hand it to you. And if you've been waiting for the world to give you the life you want, it's time to wake up. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you have the power to take everything you deserve. There's no one to blame. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you success on a silver platter. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll stop complaining, stop feeling sorry for yourself, and start doing something about it. The world doesn't care. It's up to you to make the world care about your story. So stop waiting. Stop hoping. Stop wishing. Start doing. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to give everything you've got. You owe it to yourself to make your mark, to live with purpose, and to leave a legacy that says, I didn't wait for the world to give me anything. I took what was mine. Number 6. The struggle isn't something to fear. It's something you've got to embrace. We all face challenges. We all hit rough patches. Life throws obstacles at us, and sometimes it feels like it's pushing us down, telling us to quit. But here's the truth. Those struggles are not your enemy. They're your opportunity. They are the very thing that will shape you, strengthen you, and elevate you to the next level. Too many people run from the struggle. They try to avoid it, hoping that if they just wait long enough, things will get better on their own. But that's not how growth happens. That's not how greatness is achieved. Greatness is forged in the fire of adversity. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when things are hard. You grow when you're pushed beyond your limits, when you feel like you're about to break but refuse to quit. The struggle is the teacher. It's the one that shows you what you're really made of. It exposes your weaknesses, your fears, your doubts. And that's exactly what you need. You need to see those weaknesses because that's where you grow. You need to face your fears head on because that's where courage is born. You need to confront your doubts and turn them into belief. And you only do that by stepping into the struggle, not running from it. It's easy to want to quit when things get tough. It's easy to feel like you can't take any more, like it's all too much. But that's when you've got to dig deeper. That's when you've got to find that part of yourself that refuses to give up, That's when you've got to remind yourself that nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing worth achieving is handed to you on a silver platter. The road to success is paved with hard work, sacrifice, and struggle. And if you want to get to where you're going, you've got to learn to embrace that. The struggle is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's the proof that you're moving forward, that you're pushing yourself, that you're not settling for less than what you can achieve. And when you embrace the struggle, when you face it head on and push through, you become stronger. You become smarter. You become more resilient. Every challenge you overcome adds to your strength, adds to your confidence, and adds to your belief that you can achieve anything. So don't run from the struggle. Don't try to avoid it. Don't look for the easy way out, because in the end, it's not the easy road that will take you where you want to go. It's the road less traveled, the one filled with obstacles, the one that tests you, that pushes you beyond what you thought was possible. That's the road that leads to greatness. When you're in the struggle, that's when your character is built. That's when you find out who you really are. Do you have what it takes to keep going when things get hard? Do you have the strength to rise up when you're knocked down? Do you have the courage to keep fighting, to keep moving, to keep pushing, even when everything inside of you is telling you to quit? The answer to those questions is up to you. And you can't find the answers by avoiding the struggle. You can only find them by stepping into it, by pushing yourself harder than you ever have before, by facing your fears and your doubts and turning them into fuel. The struggle is not the end of your story. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of something greater, and the only way to get there is to embrace it. Remember, the greatest stories are not written by people who've had it easy. They're written by those who fought through the storms, who faced the struggles, and who've come out stronger on the other side. So next time life throws something at you, don't run. Don't hide. Stand tall. Embrace the struggle, because it's in that struggle that you'll find your true power. Number 7. And you can't just want greatness. You can't just dream about it. You can't just wish for it and hope it comes to you. If you're going to achieve greatness, you've got to be relentless. Relentless in your pursuit. Relentless in your actions. Relentless in your focus. Relentless in your commitment. You've got to wake up every single day and attack your goals with everything you've got. Greatness doesn't come to the passive. It doesn't come to those who take shortcuts. It doesn't come to those who are willing to give up after the first failure, after the second setback, or after the 100th. Greatness comes to the ones who never stop, no matter how many times they fall. Greatness comes to those who refuse to quit, even when it feels like the world is against them. You've got to be relentless. That's the secret. That's the difference between those who achieve and those who only dream. When you're relentless, you don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't sit around hoping for the right moment, you make the moment right. You don't let fear, doubt, or obstacles stand in your way. You look them dead in the eye and you push through. Relentless means that no matter how hard it gets, you keep going. No matter how many doors get slammed in your face, you knock on another one. Relentless means you stay up later, wake up earlier, do whatever it takes to move closer to your goal, inch by inch, day by day. People are going to doubt you. They're going to tell you that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But the relentless ones, they don't listen to that. They hear the doubt, but they don't let it control them. They hear the negativity, but they use it as fuel to work even harder. They understand that the path to greatness isn't a straight line, it's full of bumps, twists, and turns. But that's not a reason to quit. That's a reason to double down, to work harder, to push through when everyone else is backing off. Relentless means you get back up no matter how many times you fall. And when you get up stronger. You get up with more wisdom, more experience, and more determination. You don't stop learning. You don't stop growing. You don't stop improving. Every day is an opportunity to get better. And that's what being relentless is all about, never being satisfied with where you are, always pushing to be better, to do better, to achieve more. But here's the thing, being relentless isn't just about working hard. It's about being smart, being strategic, and staying focused. It's about not getting distracted by the things that don't matter, not letting the noise of the world take you off course. You've got to have a vision, a clear picture of where you want to go, and then you've got to move toward that vision with everything you've got. There's no room for half measures. There's no room for doubt. You've got to believe in yourself so strongly that nothing, not a single obstacle, can make you question your path. There's going to be pain. There's going to be sacrifice. There's going to be moments when you feel like you can't go on. But that's the test. That's where the relentless ones are separated from the ones who give up. When it gets hard, do you give in, or do you press forward? When it gets tough, do you look for the easy way out, or do you dig deep and keep pushing? Greatness isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who can take the punches, get knocked down, and still keep going, no matter what. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, if you want to rise above mediocrity, if you want to make a mark on this world, you've got to be relentless. The pursuit of greatness isn't easy, but it's worth it. There's no easy road to the top. But the reward is a life that most people can only dream about. It's a life of fulfillment, of achievement, of purpose. And that's what happens when you stay relentless. When you refuse to let go of your dreams, no matter how many obstacles get in your way. You've got the potential, you've got the talent, you've got the ability to achieve greatness. But it's not enough to have it. You've got to work for it. You've got to be relentless in your pursuit every single day. And when you are, nothing can stop you. Now I'm telling you this because I know what's inside of you. I know you have what it takes to be relentless, to push past every obstacle, and to rise above every setback. You have the strength, the power, and the resilience to go after your dreams and make them a reality. But it all comes down to one thing: are you willing to commit? Are you willing to be relentless in your pursuit of greatness? The road won't be easy, but the journey is worth it. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when it feels like the world is against you. But remember this: the ones who make it to the top, the ones who leave a legacy, are the ones who refuse to quit. So, if you fall, get back up. If you fail, try again. If it gets tough, keep pushing, because you are relentless. And nothing at all can stand in the way of your greatness when you refuse to give up. So go out there, be relentless. Keep your eyes on the prize and don't let anything or anyone distract you from your mission. The world is waiting for you to show up, so show up and make it count. You've got this. Stay relentless and go get what's yours. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this powerful message. If this inspired you, do me a favor, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread this message of relentless pursuit together. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to greatness. You don't want to miss the next powerful speech. Stay relentless. Love you all.